Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Um, if you hear noise in the background, just an FYI, there are kids at the swimming pool. So, I mean, they hollering and screaming. I can't do nothing about that. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. Okay, so, um, it got real dark. Anyways, um, Summer House Martha's Vineyard. The episode starts off where it left off. Jasmine is crying. Jasmine, long story short, Jasmine is feeling a way about, she feels as though there's a disconnect when it comes to her relationship with her girlfriends. I guess now that she's married and now she's a wife, um, there may be things that her single friends may not get, and I guess vice versa. This is what it comes down to. I will say this. I personally believe that things do change when people get into relationships, whether it's marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, girl, boyfriend and girlfriend with a girl with a man on the side or a girl on the side. Things, when people start to have kids and all that good stuff, things do change. But I also think that things change because people try and play into these roles. I really believe that. I think that if people things are going to change when you start to have kids, right? But I think that if people entered into relationships being their true authentic self, right? And everybody knows that, okay, we may not be able to hang out as much as we used to because now you have to consider someone else, which is your partner. But girl, we're still homegirls or homeboys at the end of the day, and we still kick it from time to time. I don't go months without talking to you. I don't go months without having a drink with you, right? Because we all realize that, again, you have someone in your life, I may have someone in my life, but we're going to make time for each other. Jasmine, your girlfriends are not the problem. You're the problem. And that husband of yours is the problem. It sounds like to me Silas has been driving a wedge between Jasmine and her girlfriends. He has a problem or had a problem with, I guess, the life that Jasmine lived prior to being Mrs. Cooper, being out in the streets, right? He's voiced that pretty much. And Jasmine has allowed that to happen. Because in Jasmine's head, now that I'm a wife now. So I have to act like a wife. I can't do those Jezebel things. Okay, we're going to go that far. But I can't do what I used to do. Even if it was just hanging out, I can't do that because I'm a wife now. So when I hear Jasmine speak, I'm looking like Jordan was looking. Did y'all see how Jordan was looking at Jasmine? That's how I'm looking. Because, girl, the only reason why we're having an issue is because of you and because of that man sitting across the table from you. Jasmine has been married. Girl, Jasmine swears that she has been married for, girl, 3 decades and knows the ins and outs of marriage. And, girl, this is what a wife is supposed to do. Jasmine, girl, it takes me longer to find porn when we compare it to how long you've been married. Girl, you've been married that long. Girl, it take me longer to drive to the other side of town when we compare it to how long you've been married, which has been that long. Once Jasmine got married and once Jasmine became a wife, that is her full 100% identity. I'm a wife, I'm a wife, I'm a wife. Let me say something, and this is not to be disrespectful to Jasmine because I like Jasmine. I really do. I'm just giving, this is what it sounds like to me. You know how they say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife? It sounds like Jasmine is now a housewife who used to be a hoe, and she's trying to fit into this mold of what a housewife, a wife, is supposed to be. I'm a wife now. I'm a wife now. Instead of Jasmine just being who she authentically is, the fun time girl who likes to turn up, and I just happen to be married now, and when me and my husband go out, we turn up together. But when I'm with my girlfriends, I still turn up, and my husband trusts me and knows that I can take care of myself. Because I used to be homeless and I slept in a car. So that should let y'all know that I know how to take care of myself. I was homeless and slept in a car in the biggest city in the country. I can take care of myself, clearly. Right? But Jasmine is acting like that girl who finally got chose. Oh my God, I just got chose. I'm a wife now. I can't mess this up. I got to do what I'm supposed to do. I got to do my wifely duties. I done got chosen. Baby, I got chose. Because he flew me out. That's what Jasmine is giving. And that's exactly why when you hear Silas say things like, you know, when Jasmine gets around her girlfriends, I've never really seen her like in this way. Because Jasmine, no tea, no shade, Jasmine is a fraud also. Because she's not being who she authentically is, like Bria said. Even if I got married, unless I'm getting married to the president, I'm still gonna be turn up Bria. Just because you enter into a relationship, you should not change who you are. That person should accept you for who you are. Period. You should still be Jasmine. Because before you were a wife, you were Jasmine, you were whatever you were. And then you just added wife to it. But now it's, I'm a wife, I'm Mrs. Cooper, and then I'm Jasmine. That's a mess. That's a hot ass mess. And then you sit there and act like the reason why you're having issues with your friendship is because your friends just don't understand like you're married now. Girl, the issue is because of you and your husband. Quiet as this kept. Girl, he's so worried about Jordan when quiet as this kept. Jordan was the most conservative one when y'all went out that night. Girl. Now don't get it twisted. I live for the girls' night out. I would rather have been with them than with the guys. I just think Jasmine has a lot of, she needs to sit down and do a whole lot of thinking. Because, girl, you're gonna look up and you're gonna completely lose yourself, and the only identity that you're gonna have is a wife and Mrs. Cooper. That's it. And that is sad. Because before you were a wife, and before you were Mrs. Cooper, you were Jasmine. Anyways, y'all heard when Jordan said things have shifted because basically we've known you so differently. Like basically, girl, you're a fraud in a way. We know you for who you are. We know you. You changed. We didn't change. You got married and started being an actor. Now you're trying to carry out this role. Girl, when I say Silas is a mess, girl. Silas, let me say this. Silas, he has already complained about breakfast, and then he said that we're just gonna talk about the episode. I could have made breakfast. That's not our routine. So basically, Jasmine cooked breakfast, and she kind of like she burnt the cheese. And he was saying that, he could have made breakfast, but that's not their routine. They have a routine. This is how I know that Jasmine, honey, I feel sorry for you, girl, because of that nigga who you married to. When Silas said that they have a routine and he's used to a routine, and that they're on vacation, and Jasmine is acting like they're on vacation, I said, oh, girl. Even though Silas recognizes that they're on vacation, right? He has a problem with Jasmine being on vacation. She's sleeping in too late. She's not carrying out the routine. He complained, did y'all, ooh, this is when I said, ooh, girl. When he was saying something about, he was complimenting Jasmine on the dress she had on. Like, when did you get that dress? And then he said, well, technically, I bought all these dresses. Silas is the type of man who will hold over your head that this is his shit, this is his money. I would not put it past Silas to be financially abusive when it comes to Jasmine. When he made that comment about, well, technically, I bought all these dresses, I said, oh, that's the type of person he is. He's the one to remind you, this is my motherfucking house. This is my money. I bought you that. That's Silas. I'm telling y'all, Jasmine, girl, good luck. Because, girl, you're going to need it. Now, let me go backwards a little bit. Preston. To me, Preston really hasn't done anything in the house to me. I wouldn't mind if Preston came back next season, if they have a next season. Because now I feel like Preston is finally starting to they're finally starting to show Preston. Preston gives me like he's the voice of reason. Preston and Jason, I'll say this much. My good eye is on Nick. My good eye been on Amir. My good eye is on Alex now because of the way I thought he was moving in this episode was kind of like, Silas, girl. So out of the guys, the ones who come across like they got a little bit of sense is Preston and is his name Jason, the one who got the 3-month-old baby, Justin. I can't remember his name. But when he said, I'm not having another meeting, another house meeting in this house. So basically, Silas wants to have a meeting because Bria's dog pooped in the house. I mean, y'all already know how I feel about that dog being in the house. But the truth is, Bria did not know the dog, poop was downstairs. When they told Bria, I forgot who told Bria that the dog had used it in the house. Bria went downstairs, she cleaned it up, she scrubbed the spot, and then it was done. Silas wanted to have a house meeting. And then Preston was like, no, I'm not. When he was like, when Silas was like, LB, basically lying brother, something like he's disappointed or something, and Preston was in his bed on his laptop like, you mad? Tell me why you mad. I say, get him! Silas is too controlling. Silas is controlling. We've been saying Silas is controlling. Even when Silas and Jasmine's old roommate, I can't remember, I think his name is Jason. They were moving a table out of the house because they were going to have brunch. They were moving the table out of the house and Silas was talking to him like he was dumb, slow, and retarded. Like, make sure you use your legs and don't use your back. Then this is the part that really got me. When he said, we don't put it down until we're completely out of the door. Basically saying we don't put the table down until we're completely out of the door. Jason started getting frustrated, basically telling him, don't talk to me like that. Like, this is the truth. And I was with Jason. If we're moving the table outside, then why would I put the table down before the table made it outside? If we're moving the table out of the door, why would I put the table down before the table made it out of the door? What are you talking about? And then he goes to explain to him about him being, I forgot what he was in, the military reserves, I don't know. And that's just how he is. Well, you have to be that way with somebody else. I know my name starts with a J, but it's not Jasmine. Oh, and then he got mad at Jasmine because he felt like Jasmine didn't, like, I guess, take up for him. Silas, as much as of a I am man, hear me roar, I am the provider, I am the leader, I am the head of household. Now you need your wife to come and defend you for what? That wasn't a moment where Jasmine needed to step in and say anything to Jason. You said what you said. Jason said what he said, and it was over. At this point, I don't think there's anybody in the house that doesn't think that Silas is not controlling. It's too late for that. We've been calling it out since day one. So what we think is what we think. Anyways, child. Remember, there was a scene where when they basically broke up into groups. It was guys' night out, girls' night out. Some ladies sent over shots to the guys, and they were basically telling Silas that he can't take the shots because he said something about people in relationships shouldn't accept drinks from other people. He left his wedding ring at home. Excuse me. Shanice. The girls' night out seemed fun as hell. Jasmine was turned. Everybody was having a good time. Bria was girl, pussy popping on a handstand. I think I saw her do a flip one. I swore I saw her do like a front flip or something. Everybody was having a good time. Well, the girls are having a good time. Shanice had already been showing her boobs in the confessional. They basically get home. Shanice is drunk. Shanice and Bria are running around the house with their thongs on. They're running around the house butt naked. When I say butt naked, no bottom, no top. The guys finally arrive home. And I think it was not Amir. It wasn't. It was Jason in the pool, Simon, I think Preston, Jordan, Shanice. It was a few of them. I think Summer was in the house talking to Silas. I think Jasmine was in the pool too, in the hot tub. And I think Amir and Nick were downstairs. I don't know where Alex was. Anyways, Shanice got butt ass naked in front of everybody. Now let me just say something. I completely understand that if we're all in a hot tub or a swimming pool or whatever, and someone gets completely booted, like just butt naked, how everyone will probably be like, girl, like what is going on? This bitch got her pussy out and her titties out, girl, what is going on? Where is the tea? But at some point, as grown people, which everybody is in that house, it's like, girl, it is what it is. No one seemed to care that Shanice was naked. At least they didn't show anyone showing that they cared about Shanice being naked. The only person that they showed having an issue with Shanice being in the nude was Bria. And just like Jordan said, girl, shut up. You were just naked 10 minutes ago. Bria had an issue with Shanice being naked around my man. Shanice was not naked around your man. Shanice was naked in front of the cameraman. Shanice was naked in front of the producers that were on set. Shanice was naked in front of Jasmine. She was naked in front of Jason. She was naked in front of Jordan. Girl, she was naked in front of, I think Preston was outside. I could see if it was just Simon and Shanice, then you could do she's naked around my man. Girl, y'all love calling somebody my man. But girl, she was naked in front of everyone. And it didn't look like anyone gave a damn. After a while, it was like, girl, it is what it is. Bria was so upset that the next day she went around the house going from house guest to house guest, complaining. No one even seemed to give a damn the next day. Like Preston told her, we have to be clear. A lot of the arguments, I'm not saying you started, but you've been in the middle. You're not the common denominator in any of this. Bria has been the problem since the beginning. And I get that it could be uncomfortable to see somebody naked because nobody just, like, girl, the truth of the matter is, girl, women just don't walk around here with their titties just hanging out. You know, I thought that was always strange. Though. Not always strange, but, you know, I thought that was strange for a long time. That, like, if a man takes his shirt off, it's not that big of a deal. But if a woman takes her shirt off and she doesn't have a bra on, girl, people act like the world is coming to an end. Why is that? Why is it that we're so uncomfortable if we see a woman's breast? The men have their shirts off. Like, that's weird. You don't think that's weird? That's weird to me. But I just think that, you know, again, I could see people being uncomfortable, but girl, it didn't appear to me as if anybody gave a damn after a while. You know? And then Bria wants everybody to care because she's doing too much. I knew that this was the person that Shanice was when Bria called her mother and her mother told her, I don't think that Shanice was being provocative. That's just who she is. So I was like, oh, do I think Shanice still got a little bit of stalker ways? Yeah. But when Bria's mother told her that, I was like, Shanice may be one of those people. There are people out there, believe it or not, who don't have a problem with nudity. Now, that doesn't mean that just because you don't have a problem with nudity, that means that everybody else should just be uncomfortable, right? But I don't even think Bria was uncomfortable. Bria just didn't want Shanice naked around Simon. But once the mother said that, I'm like, well, hell, if your mama even saying that, then maybe Shanice is who she is. And maybe Shanice is just this free-spirited, girl, I don't care. Like, she asked Simon, do you mind if I get naked? I think Simon said, I don't care. I think somebody said something about why did she ask Bria? Why does she need to ask Bria to be naked when her and Bria were just naked 5 minutes ago? I just felt like after I took the whole scene in, and after I kind of looked at everybody's reaction, and after I heard the mother tell Bria what she told Bria, I didn't feel like it was that big of a deal. I didn't. I think here we go with Bria again, coming across as bratty Bria, fussing and cussing. Now, at the end of the episode, Shanice was being messy and petty. At the end of the episode, girl, did y'all hear when Silas told Jasmine, I think not to wear something? Girl, Silas even dresses Jasmine. Jasmine, girl, you are in a marriage. Girl, shout out to Jasmine, girl. Y'all be wanting these niggas, y'all get them. Girl, good luck. I think Silas told Jasmine about wearing some pants or something. and she didn't wear the pants. She wore a skirt, and then he was trying to tell her not to wear the heels, but she wore the heels. It was something weird. Like Silas, Silas is that guy. I'm going to dress you. I'm going to tell you how to act. I'm going to tell you how to speak. Yeah, yeah, he's that guy. And Jasmine just goes along with it because she's married now. She's a wifey now. I got a man, baby. I got caught, baby. Okay, y'all can't tell me nothing, honey. I'm a wife. Y'all hoes is just jealous. That's Jasmine, okay? Um. Anyways, but yeah, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, girl. When when Shanice fell against the counter and Preston said, "Go to bed, girl." Girl, go to bed. Um, Bria called the group fake. Bria is a mess. I think Bria should come back because Bria's good TV. I think everybody should come back, honestly. Yeah, I think everybody should come back. I mean, Summer ain't really did nothing to come back, but I mean, she can come back, child. Um, at the guys' trip, I'm going backwards, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. So during the guys' trip, the guys' night out, I don't know what the hell Silas was talking about. Silas is Silas, and he's misogynistic. He's sexist. Um, he was telling Jason something about, I guess I'm talking too much, and as far as like that's the reason why you don't get no pussy. I don't know. I was like, Silas is a mess. Um. Oh, so Alex tells Jordan. Now it's Alex. Alex told Jordan that at the beginning of the trip that Amir basically called dibs on her. You know how guys, and I feel like Jordan. I have a lot to say. I'm gonna wait until next week to just see how everything plays out. But I have a lot to say. When Jordan has her breakdown next week. Um, but guys do that a lot. Probably women do it too. You know, who you got? I got Jordan. And the truth of the matter is, you can't like claim someone who one, girl, ain't claimed you. Okay. Two, she's not a part of the conversation. So I got what Alex was saying as far as Amir basically said that he had dibs on you. And so at that point, it doesn't allow, if other guys in the house wanted to try to get to know Jordan on whatever level they were trying to get to know Jordan on, it would not give those guys, you know, that chance to get to know her because Amir has already claimed Jordan. You see what I'm saying? So I got what Alex was saying. It did come across as messy, right? And then even when they were playing tennis, he was like, "You have to make those sexy noises." I was like, "Who, Alex? Girl, you need to go do some yoga or something." Um, oh, that was it. Let me look over my notes, y'all. I'm struggling. It doesn't feel good. I think I can still be married and be close to my girlfriends. That's what Jasmine said. Jasmine, sweetie, you need to tell that man. You need to tell that man that. Don't tell us. We know we could be close. You are the one who over there playing a role. Um. Okay, that was it. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.